Hello, this is Barry back again with Puzzle 3A. And the first clue is leave Ted confused but uplifted. Right? Leave Ted confused but uplifted. This is 8 across and we have 8 letters and no givens, of course, seeing it's our first one. Righto, over to you, pause and solve. Now when I say pause and solve, please make sure you do that. Pause the computer, just leave it on the screen there and work it out as you see it. Look at it, do all your alterations and that sort of thing in your mind or on paper, whatever. But please make sure you do pause it and solve it and then restart to hear what I say. Okay, that's the best way you can do it. Okay, rightio. Okay, pause it. Okay, back again. Now, confused looks like an anagram flag. Okay, right now we'll mark that as an anagram. So something's going to be anagram, the left or the right. But what you've done now in the meantime is to look at the spaces, look at the count 8. There's 8 letters in leave Ted, and decide where the key is going to go. And you decided that the key is uplifted, no doubt, because of all that. And so you say, what's the synonym for uplifted? And see if you can fit it. If you can fit it in there, then that's your answer. Uplifted, did you get a synonym for uplifted? Yes, uplifted. And of course, keep an eye on leave Ted at the same time, because that's obviously going to be your fodder. And you'd come up here with the word elevated, no doubt about it. Okay, and that was simply an anagram. Okay, next one. What are we going to do now? I suggest we do one down because you've got the letter. One down. Okay, down we go here. It says, I'll float about in small fleet. Over to you, 8 spaces with an L. Over. Right, back again. All solved. Looking at that clue. About could be a clue. Well, it could be a clue for either an anagram or a container. Either one. We don't know. Hang on, let's see, there's 8 spaces. 8 spaces, and you've no doubt seen there's 5 and 3 are 8. So I think you'd agree there's probably a charade and an anagram anyway. Even just the anagram would do it. And so the small fleet is your key. And what's a small fleet? You've racked your brains on a small fleet, and you come up with, particularly with the L second there, you've come up with flotilla. Of course you have. And now, how did you get that? How would you prove it? Well, anagram, I'll float. So it is an anagram, I'll float, and you will get definitely a flotilla from that. Okie dokie, anagram flag. Done. I'll float. Now it's got a container there. I'll float about. I'll float about. I think that's not a container. I think that's simply an anagram. FLOTALLI should be container. That's no good. Container is the answer. All right, okie dokie. Next one. Well, 2 down looks pretty inviting. Look at that. 4 spaces with a V in there. There it is, stable uniform. Over to you. Stable uniform. Over to you. Right, pause and solve. Right, you've seen there's no flag there, and it could be a charade, double key, literal or lateral, and the first thing you try, of course, would be the only 2 words, try the double key, and therefore try to get a synonym for one of them, and a synonym for uniform. No doubt you've seen a synonym for uniform to fit that. Uniform is even, isn't it? So we've got that one. We just got to make sure that it fits the other one. Stable, is that even? Yeah, I suppose if, say, a table is stable, then you're assuming it is even. I suppose that's the right word. There's probably a better scenario there for that. However, yes, that's acceptable, and we have a double key. Right, even. Next one. Oh, look at this 10 across. That's very inviting. E-E-T, or E-T, Eton. Could be Eton if it's a university. We don't know. Let's see what the question is. Shock. Shock at nuts being returned. Okay, there it is. You have a go at it. Pause and solve, and then come back. Okay, back again. No doubt you realise that returned is probably going to be, or being returned is probably going to be a reversal flag. Okay, well, we think so anyway. So let's see if we can get that. And therefore the fodders up this end. Shock at nuts. Shock at nuts. Shock at nuts. Nuts. Nuts being returned. It's only 4 letters. So nuts is probably the fodder that's returned. And your key therefore is shock. And shock, to shock somebody is to, there it is to stun. And so you've got the answer there. No worries at all. And that's a reversal. End of story. Okay, let's look at the next one. Well, 3 down doesn't look too bad. It's got a T given. 3 down. Oops, leave that there. 3 down. Stature is not right for sculptured figure. Okay, over to you. See what you can do. 6 spaces, and you're given a T in second space. Right, now, even if you didn't pick the flag not being omitted, you probably could still pick the answer. So it's easy. The synonym is going to be a synonym of stature or a synonym of sculpted figure. We'll take your pick. But when you muck around a bit and try to fit them, you'd come up with the sculptured figure being the key, because the sculptured figure is a statue, isn't it? And that fits. So you'd come up with that just by looking at possible fittings for possible keys. Now, how did you get it? Well, stature is not right. There's an omission flag there, and you're going to omit the R, because that's the abbreviation for stature. You take the R out of stature, not statue, but stature. Take the R out of stature, and what are you going to get left with? You're left with statue. Okay, so there it is. Statue is left behind. That's an omission, and we have proved the answer. Okay, next one. Well, 12 across looks very inviting. 12 across. 12 across. We have internal coven covers up recess in wall. 6 spaces. Right, 6 spaces and 12 across. And don't forget you have an L. Is that the one? Yeah, 12 across, yes. You have an L and an E. Okay, over to you. 12 across. Pause and solve. Okay, back again, all solved. Internal looks like a flag for hidden, I'd say. So we go down this end for the key, recess in wall. You know what a recess in a wall is. A recess in a wall is an alcove, so you can't go wrong with that. It looks like a pretty simple one. All right, alcove there. How do we get it? Internal coven. Well, internal coven covers up. Covers up could be the hidden key there. Well, internal coven. Yeah, covers up could be the flag. That's a hidden flag there. Wow. Okay. Is it hidden in? It's hidden in the whole word. A-L. A-L-C-O-V-E. There's the alcove. Yes, that's all right. Anyway, we jumped straight onto the answer, so that's fine. So it's a hidden trick, and we're happy with that. We have proved that the answer is alcove by using a hidden trick. Right, next one. How about 15 across? 15 across, dressing music group to go old. 7 spaces, there it is there. Dressing music group to go old. Alright, away you go. Have a go. Pause and solve. Okay, back again. Solve, no doubt. And looking at that clue, no flag obvious. Where's the key? Dressing or grow old? Well, grow old is age, but there's 7 spaces. I think there's 7 spaces. 7 letters is more possible from this one up here. So can you get a 7-letter synonym for dressing, not music? How do I do that? For dressing, 7-letter synonym for dressing is, what's the dressing? Is a bandage, isn't it? A bandage, and that's it. That fits there. So no worry, we've got bandage. Just got to prove it. We got it now. How do we get it? Well, music group's a band. Grow old as age, as we said. So there you have it. Those 2 fodders together in a charade, and you've got your answer, bandage. Charade is done. Okay, right, next one. What can we find an easy one? Well, 4 down is probably the easiest one left. 4 down. 4 down, married, mad devotee. Married, mad devotee. Well, married, mad devotee, and 4 down's over here, of course. This is 4 down. Okay, D is second. Over to you, pause and solve. Okay, back again. All solved. 4 down, married, mad devotee. Mad looks like an anagram flag, but which one's an anagram? We don't know. Well, all you can do is have a go at one or the other. Don't forget you have 7 spaces with an R. With a D, isn't it? 7 spaces with a D. All right. A D doesn't help because it's a D in that one and a D in this one. But it's 7 spaces. Which one of these has got 7 letters? That's marriage got 7 letters. So why don't we try that as a fodder, which means that we are now going to have a shot at devotee. Devotee as the key. That's what we're after, the key. What's a devotee? Right, devotee, 4 down. 4 down, a devotee is not an addict. No, that won't fit. Devotee is simply someone who admires. Oh, yes, an admirer. Okay, an admirer fits. So we go admirer, and I think we've proved it. Can you get admirer here? A-D-M-I-R-E. Yes, you can. So there it is. It's an anagram. Done. Okay. Next one. How about this one here? Oops, we mustn't change that. This one here is 11 across. It's got 2 given letters there. All right, 11 across. 11 across. We have trial about some linguists is in 3 languages. 10 spaces. And don't forget, we have 2 letters, a T and an I. Okay, over to you, pause and solve. Okay, right, back again, all solved. And we've already looked at the matrix. So now we look at the clue. About could be either an anagram flag or a container or hidden flag. But I think it's going to be a flag. About. So let's see, where's the key? Well, it's right up the front here. You would think that the key is down here. Have a stab at that one first. It may not work, in which case you start again. But in 3 languages, no doubt you did exactly that. In 3 languages, and look back at the matrix in three. T-R-I. What's in 3? What's this? Trilingual, isn't it? Trilingual in 3 languages. All right, okay, back over here, see if we can get it. Trial about, yes, there's another flag there. Some is and omission flag. I missed that. Slap on the wrist. Trial about some linguist. So there's your two fodder, trial and linguist. Okay, and looks like being a container, trial about. So the trial fits about some of the linguists, and the sum of the linguists, try, you got the AL, it fits in between the try and the L. So it's the ling, L-I-N-G, L-I-N-G-U. So there it is. If it fits about that part, you can see trilingual. See that? So it's definitely going to be a container and an omission. Two parts there, container and omission. And there we have it. Oh, stacks up very nicely. Okay, next one. What about 5 down? We get one given letter. 5 down. So 5 down is one given letter I, about the middle somewhere. Alright, so 5 here. Here we go. Excited at ruining the drill. 8 letters. And don't forget we have an I. Okay, pause and solve. Okay, back again. Ruining looks like an anagram flag to me. So, where's the key? Well, it's going to be either the start or the end. 8 spaces in it. One of these got 8 spaces. That's got 8 spaces. The drill, 8 letters anyway. So I'm going to see if that's going to be the fodder, and this is going to be the key. What's the synonym for excited? The synonym for excited is looking at that. Yes, thrilled. Here we go. 5 down. Thrilled will fit. So there we go. End of story. Gotcha. Right, next one. Oh, we got this one across now. 9 across. 9 across. Shout of joy for hooray. Sounds like. Yeah, I better not say any more. I better shut my mouth. Over to you, pause and solve. Okay, back again. I hope I didn't give it away then. Sounds like is going to be a homophone flag. So, homophone flag. Sounds like it will do the whole thing. Homophone flag. Where's the other part of the... Oh, well, looks like the other quote isn't there. Anyway, it's a homophone flag. And so you simply look in the middle and see, now let's see, we got 9. Number 9 is 6 spaces, and we need 6 letters in the answer. And looking like a shout of joy could be the key therefore. And what's a shout of joy? Give an answer from this part here. Hooray. Sounds like hooray. Yes, of course. So 9 across is hooray. Right, there we have it. Hooray. Done. Okay, that was a homophone. Right, no worries at all. Okay, next one. Where do we go now? I think we'll go 6 down, shall we? 6 down. It's a long one, but we have 2 letters, an O and a G. 6 down, what is 6 down? Cry, hug, soup is made into medicine. Oh, right. Cry, hug, soup is made into medicine, 10 spaces. And don't forget, we have 2 letters. Okay, pause and solve. Okay, back again and all solved. Flags were made into, looks like an anagram flag to me. Alright, where's the key? Well, the fodder's got to have 10 letters, and there's not 10 letters in medicine, but there are 10 letters up here in cry, hug, soup. We can put all that together, make that the fodder, and make medicine the key. And so, medicine, what's a medicine that looks a bit like cry, hug, soup mixed up? You got it? I'm sure if you thought about it long enough, you would have come up with the answer to 6 down, and that is an anagram, and it's going to be cough syrup. Of course it is. Okay, so there it is, anagram. That's all you got to do. Yeah. Okay, next one. What's this? 14 across. 14 across. Let's have a look at that. 14 across. Now we have teen slid out and signed up, 8 spaces, and we have E, an L, and an S. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. All those letters given. All right. Over to you. Pause and solve. All right, back again. All solved. Now it looks to me like an anagram flag. All right, so it's an anagram afoot. Right, and it's got to have 8 letters. And teen slid. I don't think teen slid would be a key anyway, so I'm just going to go with signed up. I reckon signed up's going to be the key. Signed up and signed up, even without using this anagram over here. Signed up. If you signed up for something, 14 across rather. If you signed up for something, look at it. We know what the answer is, don't we? Filling the rest of that in is enlisted. You signed up, you enlisted, as in the army. So, 14 across, teen slide it till we get enlisted there. ENLISTE. Yeah, there it is. It's all there, so it's an anagram. We've proved that enlisted is the answer. Okay, next one. How about this one across here? What's that? 17 across. All right, 17 across. Location of commercial costume. Location of commercial costume. 7 spaces and 17 across is there it is, the D and R. Location of commercial costume. Pause and solve. Okay, back again and all solved. Right, let's look at it. Location of commercial costume and a D and an R. There's no flags there as far as I can see, so it could be a charade or a double key or a literal or lateral. Location of you just got to try them. Location, see if you can get a synonym for location over here, or commercial costume. Commercial costume could be a fodder for a charade. Try location first anyway, seeing it's at the front. And I think it's probably right, looking at those other 2 possible fodders there. So, location, what's the location? Location of something, I was thinking of site or setting. No, yes. Your location, of course, you can see something fitting in there. Your location is your address. All right, of course. Because it takes you a while to come up with these synonyms, but you will if you persevere. Don't give up, just keep persevering. So, well, let's see if we can get it out of here now. To prove it's right, you've got to get it here. Commercial costume. Yes, here we go. 2 fodders, charaded together. Commercial is an ad, isn't it? Commercial is an ad. There's your ad there. And what's left is dress. And what's dress? Costume. There it is. We've got it all. It's simply a charade. Righto. Now, what else we got? There's one down here, looks like. 7 down. It should be a pushover, eh? 7 down. 7 down. Egyptian god goes into cafe with wine server. Egyptian god goes into cafe with wine server. Over to you, 6 letters. Pause and solve. Right, back again. Egyptian god goes into cafe. Into looks like being, or goes into looks like being a hidden or a container probably. Probably going to be a container goes into. If Egyptian god goes into cafe, this would make wine server the key. Wine server, what's a wine server? Is it a person? Or is it Utensil. Oh, yeah, I know what it could be. But let's look at this. The only Egyptian god I know is Ra. Well, it might be a few others if I think about it. But anyway, Ra is an obvious one. Ra goes into cafe. If you put RA into cafe, CAR, carafe. Carafe, there it is, 7 down. Carafe. All done. We proved it. Proved that carafe is the answer. Carafe. Okay, we might knock it off there and come back and solve the second part later. Okay, thanks for watching.